Yeah. It sound like something. The sun cut. Yeah. Like BT after midnight. The sun cut. Trying to walk in Milwaukee. You know, make the butts. The sun cut. Here go the jury.
Great. Look, so salutations. Just me, Rolex Ryan, aka Ryan Humor, and you are watching, I don't know, like the 7th, 8th, 900th Thought Cipher installment of the Uncut Gems mixtape. I'm with my esteemed colleagues, Abel Del Time, and Lord Tariq of the Township, aka the supreme antagonist of white supremacy. So,
White side?
I have this question that's been on my mind that I wanted to ask a while ago, but it was highly inappropriate. It was highly inappropriate just because it was
What
going
makes
on.
it not inappropriate? Okay.
What was going on at the time, it wasn't the best question to ask. You know, but everyone wanted to know. It was one of those situations where it's like, everybody want to know, but like, when do we ask? I think in the time of LeBron basically winning the whole championship, and it's okay to ask about Lakers moving on and what's next for them, because it's been enough time since Kobe left to say who's the next great Laker. I feel like it's been enough time since King Chadwick Boseman has passed to ask who should play Black Panther next. I want both of y'all to name 2 actors that you would have played Black Panther.
All right. So first and foremost, Michael B. Jordan.
I heard about them kind of bringing Killmonger back. That's dope because you can keep the continuity going, and that'd be easy to kind of like fill the plot holes. So I'm on board with that.
Right. Okay. So that's my first option, Michael B. Jordan. But then, if I was to go in to say another person I would say is the dude who plays RZA on that Wu-Tang Saga. Give him a shot. I can't think of his name right now though.
Sorry, y'all, I'm gonna Google him real quick. Don't mind me. You got anything on your mind right now?
You know what? So I don't necessarily know if I would pick another actor outside. It's kind of like Aunt Viv in the the Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying? They didn't say, it's just like, oh, here's a light-skinned Aunt Viv, and we just not gonna make any mention of the other actress.
Right.
And that's just weird, right? Too much continuity issues. So what I would say, because I know in the comic books gang, that there was a storyline where Shuri picked up the mantle of the Black Panther and protected Wakanda. So I think in this time of, women empowerment, because, protect black women, Meg got shot. I think that would be a really good uplifting way to show encouragement to our young sisters out there. VP Kamala Harris, product of California.
Okay. Ashton Sanders, by the way, same actor from
Ashton Sanders.
Ashton Sanders, him.
Not a fan of him.
What?
No,
You know what?
I saw him in Moonlight, bro, and I was like,
Pause.
ooh.
I got you. But that just goes to show the kind of level he'll go for the role.
Think he's got range? You think he's got the range to do that?
He got the range.
Pull it off.
And here's the thing about him. He's hella tall too, and he kind of lanky. Like he kind of got that like.
But I don't think he got hands though. Chadwick, like you can believe that Chadwick had hands.
You didn't see him in the Wu-Tang Saga. He like had to deal with some people, and then in Native Son, he had to deal with some people.
Oh, I saw Native Son, but that movie stunk.
So you have Ashton Sanders and Michael B. Jordan.
My first would be Michael B. Jordan.
Okay.
Honestly, I was thinking the sister too.
Seriously?
If they do that, that would be really, really dope. And I am all for the women empowerment to actually go ahead and say, yes, just say, basically, he had to go off and do some shit. And now the sister comes in and does it. And it just keeps it in the Wakanda forever. Kind of phase.
Because Meg got shot. And we need to protect black women.
Right. Protect black women. Meg got shot.
Vibranium.
If only Meg had on some vibranium heels,
right?
She wouldn't have. Stay woke, y'all. Hey, keep that third eye open, beloved. It'll protect
woke
you.
parts. Try them out.
Hey,
so are you blaming the sisters for not wearing vibranium heels?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
If black men weren't keeping it from all of our sisters, maybe they could get their own vibranium.
Well, look, I'm not throwing black men under the bus because we matter too. What I am saying,
black meat matters. We'll get to that in a moment.
Whoa, pause.
No,
don't pause the video. Keep the video rolling. It's a thing that.
I don't know why that's pause. My meat does matter. that ain't a pause moment because I'm saying protect your meat. I don't know what y'all brothers here.
Who's your second actor?
I can't think of one. I can't think of anybody right now, like young up and coming black actor that's like, you know, wow, that person will really be good in that role. So I don't know. Like I said, either Michael B. Jordan or just have Shuri take on that role. I think that would be good.
Okay. All right.
Or bring the hologram Tupac.
Or we could do a hologram of Chadwick. Yeah.
There you go.
That's perfect. Yes. That would be perfect.
I'd rather have Michael Rappaport. Black Panther.
And like do like a CGI browning of his skin.
No, just have him. Just bring Michael Rappaport, have him do an on-bib thing. He just shows up. Wakanda Forever, the Knicks suck. Like, the hologram. Hologram Chadwick though.
Hey, that would be fire.
Y'all hella disrespectful. You know what? How would that Michael B. Jordan thing work though?
So what they'll do is that see the whole thing about him getting at the end of his fight, he gets like out to sea. So then he comes back to claim his rightful throne as the king of Wakanda.
That will work.
What do they say? They just say
they just show him like they do in any movie when a person you think dies is actually come back alive. They show him struggling in the woods, coming out dead. Oh, I gotta make it. Eating leaves and shit. Going in, doing some trickle of thoughts. I need to get more in touch with my African. And because he's in Wakanda at this time, he just in there getting more in touch with his Wakanda-ness. And then, you know what I'm saying? He kind of like mixing that Wakanda-ness with his East Oakland-ness. And then that all getting together, right? And then basically he come out more woke, Black Panther. And then it's just real life.
What did they say happened to Chadwick?
Huh?
What did they say happened to him during the? What did they say? What's the backstory?
He got killed by a white man.
By Thanos?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
Is Thanos white?
He purple.
I mean, Josh Brolin plays him, but he's purple.
Hey man.
Purple supremacy.
Hey, you know what? Because a lot of white folks out here walking around with all 5 Infinity Stones.
Right.
So this is a good question for y'all. So you guys don't believe in the. Neither one of you necessarily believe. You believe an Aunt Viv style for the actor that we just mentioned for Ashton.
I
You
think
believe
Ashton-
Aunt Viv just don't talk about it type of thing.
Well, what if it was his son?
What? Who's son?
What if it was Chadwick's son? Like they kind of like, instead of like doing it on some shit where they kind of like fast forward and be like, no, you the Black Panther, but like, you the son, your dad died, and now you just take on this, you know.
So he had an illegitimate son. Oh, so we could do it like he was.
I don't want to perpetuate that into the black community.
All
No,
right.
no, no.
Let's not continue
No,
with those
I'm
kinds of
talking
stereotypes.
about,
Hey,
I'm talking about when he with old girl, when his,
Nakia?
yeah.
I mean, at the end of the Black Panther ones, like they get together, but they don't like make it official. They don't. I mean, they could write it in though.
That's what I'm saying.
They
You
can
write it in, you fast forward.
They can show her being pregnant and then fast forward and the look he's training. Oh, what happened to Dad? We don't talk about Dad. He went to go get some cigarettes and he ain't never came back yet. And then he just grew up into the Black Panther.
Y'all talking about fast forward in the movie about like 25 years. And then we got to age Angela Bassett before Forrest Whitaker like older than him now.
Forrest Whitaker died in the first one, so you don't need to age him.
Oh, he's good. Okay.
He's already gone.
Okay.
God bless the dead.
All right, and then everyone else we got to age them about 20 years. The rest of the cast.
I mean, I'm sure.
Okay. All right.
Black don't crack.
I'm all for
They-
That's a
they
good
all-
point. That's a good point. I'm all for an Aunt Viv situation. I'm completely for an Aunt Viv.
Who would you get?
I would get John David Washington.
Okay.
I'd get John David Washington because he's outstandingly convincing. Like he's.
Who is he again? I'm just.
That's Denzel's son.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
You watch Ballers, right?
Yeah. I know. I watch Ballers. I watched.
he's
I
a wide
watched
receiver.
the Black KKK man.
Yeah,
Black
right.
Panther.
And he was supposed to. They were supposed to drop the Tenet where like basically Inception style would be so good. But he's convincing to me, and I think he's the type of person where you can move this person in and then not really miss a beat so much. I mean, the Aunt Viv situation was different because we're talking about like colorism within our own community. Like, what y'all doing? Like, we know, but I feel like when it comes to like shade wars playfully within our community, if the actor can pull it off, then I think it'll work itself out.
It's possible.
Similarly to just recently, not to put a time on our episode, God bless the dead, R.I.P. Alex Trebek, right?
Yeah.
And then we're talking about, we've been talking on Twitter, is replacing him with LeVar Burton, which is like, that might be dope. like they got the same type of. If you hear LeVar Burton interviews from Reading Rainbow, from Star Trek, he's knowledgeable, he's intellectual, he relates to it well. It seems like he'd be good for the role.
Yeah.
You could put somebody in there and probably not skip a beat. They're completely different shades, but it's a game show.
Yeah,
And I feel that way.
Kind of how they put Drew Carey and what they put him in the show, and they just like.
Price is Right.
Price-
Yeah,
Right.
and that's very hard to do.
Yeah.
You just speed bump in like that. You know,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do that with late night hosts too, as well. Like just speed. Oh, that's really worked out. Like when they put Colbert for Letterman or not?
Yeah, I think
The
so.
Letterman, Colbert for Letterman. Like, oh, this is working out great. So I think Johnny Washington would be great for the role.
That's a good choice.
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
I can see that because, like I said, I'm a really big fan of his work. Like I said, Ballers, and then Black Klansman, and I was really looking forward to seeing him in 10. I think Christopher Nolan's actually a great director. Not to get too far off.
No, he is solid.
Yeah.
He is Batman.
Well, Christopher Nolan was the director. Christian.
No, what I'm saying, he is like that. He
yeah.
is like that trilogy.
Oh,
like,
for sure. Hands
He
down.
did that.
Hands
He put his foot in that.
He really did.
Like they, it's look.
It's done.
It's done. It's done. So
No one can do it better. That's the best DC. That's the best DC movies.
Easy.
easy, and you know it's over now. So they had a hell of a run. They had a hell of a run.
hell of a run.
Christian Bale walked off and told dude from Twilight, "You got the juice now,"
Yeah.
and that's where they're at. So. Superhero for this has been our first superhero installment of Uncut Gems Thought Cipher. If you guys have anyone that you think should play the role, let us know on the bottom. Dell's gonna put this dope graphic right here, and there'll be an arrow. It's gonna be fire.
Also, let us know if you think that if Superman has hands. We're going back and forth about that. Do you think Superman?
Superman ain't got no damn hands. Everybody knows Kryptonite. They got.
But we know Batman got hands. Can we all agree that Batman has hands?
To get Superman after you win the Kryptonite out, because every nigga got Kryptonite.
So the thing about
got
the
kryptonite
thing about
right
Superman, the thing about the Superman hands argument, right? Is every time we say this, you're like, somebody brings out kryptonite. That's a weapon. Batman doesn't have hands if you hit him with a missile. You bring out the.
If the missile was coming at Batman, he'd do a backflip. Hook. Miss the missile.
You know he's a human, right?
Just tell you what he could do.
Like, so-
but he was trained really well.
You know he's a human though.
He was trained
If you
really
shoot
well.
at him with a nuclear weapon, he's going to die.
Now if you do that backflip,
Which Batman movie does he save himself with a backflip?
huh? Hell of a movie.
You heard what I said.
Hell of a movie.
Just name one.
Hell of a movie.
Just name a memorable Batman backflip.
Hey y'all, thank you so much for watching. What's up?
It's that mixtape, man. Uncut Gems mixtape. Shout out to the homies, man. Free the homies, man.